Brian here. Just a follow-up on the last video that I posted a while ago when I decided that I was going to start taking Humira, a drug that's quite effective in helping to control symptoms of various autoimmune diseases, including ankylosing spondylitis, which I've had for about 10 years now. And so the process is relatively streamlined. There was a couple of hiccups due to my rheumatologist going on vacation for a couple of weeks. So it was delayed until the last couple of days when I finally was able to get the medication to my pharmacist. And then today I was able to pick it up. So today is going to be my first dose of Humira, and because I've been kind of worked up over the last few weeks about it, it's supposed to be a really painful injection. Normally not too bad with needles, but from what I've been reading, this one is particularly brutal. So my plan is to do some Wim Hof breathing, which I've been trying to do almost daily. There's been a few days that I haven't done it in the last month or two. So I'm going to do a couple rounds of Wim Hof breathing, get in a really focused, relaxed, as well as kind of tingly state. The idea with hyperventilating or superventilating with the breathing is that it actually dials down the sensitivity of your pain receptors. So that's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it works. And yeah, I'll get my lovely in-house RN to do the injection. Maybe over time I'll build the courage to do the injection myself, but while she's nearby, might as well take advantage of that. And then a little bit of a recap of how it goes afterwards. So enjoy.
Let's relax. So how was it?
Not too bad. It definitely stung when you're injecting the medicine, but because I was so focused on the breathing, like a little stinging for maybe 5 seconds, and like no worse than getting a flu shot or something like that. So not bad. And then I did the breath hold right afterwards, and so that brings about like a really intense, it's kind of an oxymoron, intense calm. But yeah, I had done a round of breathing before that and a breath hold, so that was the second round that I did. And usually by the second round you're pretty solid in like that feeling. It's hard to describe unless you've done it before, but it's just like this buzzing and really calm. And so yeah, I'm really happy to have that first dose over with, and now I kind of know what I'm in for.
Was it like driving a 3-inch spike into your gut?
No, I had been working myself up for that description. And I think from this point, I will recommend to those that I know that also take Humira to try the breathing exercise. I know in the package that Advocare sent, there is like a recommendation of like a injection routine. So like take it out of the fridge and listen to some music, relax, do a couple other things, and then do your injection, and do it in the same time. And so you kind of get into a routine. So I think I'll probably build something like on this to do the same thing every time. But yeah, other than a few seconds of stinging, like it feels fine now. I was a little worried about it feeling like stinging after the injection, which I've had with some like immunizations, but no, it was good. And fingers crossed it actually works. And I've already been running a little bit in the last couple weeks, as the most recent flare-up has started to subside a little bit. It's definitely a way to go. I missed taking my Celebrex last night because we weren't home, and it definitely made a big difference not having that for an extra 12 hours. So I'll stay on that, and hopefully things kind of just fade away and I can get back to my normal routine and running.
First dose, out of the way.
Build some distance, because when I'm exercising...
Oh, and yours looks different than probably most people that you know.
What do you mean?
Because yours is a pre-filled syringe.
Okay, so I should mention, both because of feedback that I've heard and read about, and Kirsty's read online about the auto-injectors, so it looks like an EpiPen, that those are particularly brutal, and maybe that's why I've conjured up this idea of driving a spike through your chest or your abdomen. Chest would be like EpiPen, Pulp Fiction style. So we opted for the pre-filled glass syringes because of that feedback, as well as a waste perspective. I'm sure all this like biohazard waste is not being recycled. Maybe they might like autoclave it and
No.
anyway, I feel better about wasting glass and metal than I do a whole bunch of plastic. So every little bit helps.
Any last words?
I'm looking forward to feeling better. It's hard to really get across to people the impact that it can have, not only the acute inflammation like in my feet or my ankles or sometimes my knees and back, but the amount of energy that it takes out of you just in general when your body's experiencing that kind of profuse inflammation. The fatigue.
Maybe you'll become a morning person.
Yeah, maybe I'll become a morning person. Get ready, Henry. Wake up early. Yeah, my mornings have been particularly hard over the last couple months. Just feeling, even though I'm getting plenty of sleep, I'm fortunate enough that my current work and domestic situation has allowed for lots of sleep, but just feeling fatigue, overwhelming fatigue, not all the time, but a good amount of the time. So I'm hoping for that to subside significantly.
Okay.
Anything else from you? Any
No.
feedback, spouse? Nurse?
No, you did great.
Thanks. So
Let me know if you have any
Yeah.
allergic reaction symptoms.
yeah, hopefully no side effects. There are many, but a lot of them are like long-term side effects. So I look forward to posting a couple updates in the weeks and months ahead, and and share how it's going for me. My Humira, arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, and periodic fever syndrome. If that gets wrapped into the whole thing, there's no guarantees, but hopefully my periodic fever syndrome also fades away with this treatment. So with that successful first dose, I'll leave it there.